Meanwhile, we got to talk about that part, the injury part.
Yeah.
I thought that was the biggest thing.
Yeah, no doubt.
That, you know, pretty much put your career in,
no doubt.
in a mode to where, like, damn, y'all lucky. The league got lucky because of your injury.
Man.
And I thought you was like, and Zebo, we was talking about this before the show, like your game then fits the NBA today.
Yes.
Yeah.
Like, you get what I'm saying?
Sure, yeah, I'm
like
watching
you was
it.
far advanced in that race.
Yeah.
6'7" point
6'8".
guard.
Yeah.
You could pass, shoot,
Everything.
dunk. You get what I'm saying? You was just above, beyond everybody.
Yeah.
And, but just tell us about the, you know, the injury part of your career.
Yeah, it was crazy because I think it was like the 4th or 5th year, we're playing Detroit in the playoffs, and I go up to get a rebound, and Joe Dumars came out of the corner, man, and just slammed. He tried to box me in, and his knee hit me like solid in the back of my knee. And I was like, man, that didn't feel good. I think I tore it at that point, but I kept playing. Finished that series, finished the next 2 series, and then lost. And after the season was over with, man, I took like 2 days off after going that far in the playoffs. Think it's torn, go home, hoop the whole summer. I didn't take but 2 days off after that playoffs and just hooped the whole summer. Got back to training camp and was like, hey, man, my legs still kind of mess up in that area. Got an MRI, had a torn meniscus, hooped with it the whole summer, took 2 days off only, didn't take no time off, and just hooped the whole summer. Had to have surgery. After the surgery was over with, I came back probably maybe a week or 2 early, just anxious because I ain't never had no surgeries. I'm a hooper, I want to play. Played, didn't never feel right. Bro, went back in that thing about 4 months later, had to have another surgery. Tore it again, like in another area. I don't know if I damaged it that summer that I only took 2 days off and they only saw one area, and then another area was happening. And then as I started playing more, it just kind of formed. And from that point on, bro, I was just struggling, just trying to get back healthy because I kept coming back too soon. So eventually I get traded to Phoenix, got to have another surgery. I ended up having 6 knee surgeries on this one knee. But I think the one surgery that took me under was the microfracture. That's where they drill the holes in your knee. I was like one of the first athletes to have microfracture.
You had that same surgery,
I had the same surgery.
But back then, it was like, you wasn't coming back from that. And I couldn't, it just,
Doctors
what it did,
weren't ready for that
it
shit.
depleted my quad. It took my quad out. My quad never got strong again after that. And from that point on, bro, I was just trying to scrap it together and I was never strong enough after that. After the microfracture, I never got strong enough. And then I started getting questioned about, and do you really want to play? I'm like, dude, I ain't never been injured in my life until now. So I'm having these knee surgeries back to back to back. And it just killed me, bro. And that's what ended my career. And you're talking about after games, man, getting in the car, driving home, it taking me about 25 minutes to get out the car, just straighten my knee up because it's like I started having all those surgeries and after the microfracture, it just went downhill.
Yeah.
Could never get it back.
I remember that.
And that's so crazy because I was telling him, I had the microfracture surgery like probably my 3rd, 4th year in the league. And I knew that surgery, like you had it, Chris Webber, I think, had it, and another guy, but they always was used y'all as the example. And like you said, it takes your quad out, so you got to work your quad. So when I had it, man, I just want to let you know, I use you as motivation to get through that because that was one of the hardest surgeries that you could have. I had the lateral release. They had to do the lateral release and poke. They poke holes and you go in there and poke holes to let the blood get into your knee. But that shit's hard, man. But I was riding my bike, man, doing all the exercises. But man, you got me through that, man, knowing that y'all went through that. So I had bounced back and always, I said in the articles too, before, if you go back, like when I was playing, I was like, I know Penny went through this. I know C-Web, them guys that, paved the way and guys I looked up to, as, players and great players. So I had got through that, man, through y'all too, man. So I want to let you know.
That's good look, because, you got to always have that experience. And we was like the first guys to have that. But my thing was, if I probably wouldn't have had the meniscus surgeries with the microfracture, I probably would have bounced back just like how he did. But because I had those other surgeries and like the microfracture just took it out. And I just remember, man, no matter how hard I worked, my quad never got back strong. And that's where all the power comes from, like in that VMO and that quad. So that just destroyed my career, man. And then after that, I was just trying to just make it, man. I wasn't trying to go out like that, trying to regain some type of respect before I, just retired. And it never just got to that level.
What year was that? 9th, 8th?
I think Yeah, right around the 8th, 9th year.
Ninth, right.
And then I just tried to scrap it out the last 4 or 5. Just kind of became a jump shooter. Just tried to use my IQ of the game. Didn't have any explosion or speed. Posted up a little bit because I'm, still 6'7" or whatever. But it was about the 8th or 9th year, man.
If you was with us last week, TA already told you, Out the Mud is sponsored by Prize Picks. Prize Picks is the daily fantasy sports app. So go show them some love. Head over, download the app, use the promo code MUD. Prize Picks is a skill-based game. You get up to 6 picks to make some bread. You can win 100 times your money with just 4 correct picks. Prize Picks is the best way to get into action with over 10 million users. If you think Ja Morant gonna be over on points and Justin Jefferson over on yards, Prize Picks is the place to be. Sign up today with promo code MUD and get $50 instantly playing with as little as $5. They even have injury insurance, so if one of your players gets hurt mid-game, your picks are still live. So go download the app using promo code MUD. You know we rocking with Prize Picks.